have Egbele Benjamin. He's a visionary style consultant and creative director of BennysStyling Craft Limited, known for styling a number of top celebrities, and also he is here to talk about styling, fashion, and all of that. He also styles for major events like the AMVCA et al. It's great to have you. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
What is the style? What does style say about somebody? What does the person's style say about the person?
Style for me is personality and intention. How you carry yourself, how you want to be perceived, how you want people to see and address you. For me, so that's what style means.
How much of how do I put it? How much of importance should one attach to his or her styling? On a normal day, I'm not talking about events now. On a normal day, you're going to work, you're going to something. How important is it that you are styled well?
So styling should be, for me, it's 100%, because it revolves around your everyday life, because the way you dress is the way you are dressed, and if you're not dressed appropriately, or you don't have a certain style, you're perceived differently, even if you're not what people, what you are, but your style would just automatically give people an, what's it called? A review about your personality.
So there's this thing that's come out where you see the very rich guys, the billionaires and all of that. Some of them will tell you that they wear the same color of shirt or something. You see them very, very simple. But most of the time, the very big boys are dressed very simply. Maybe a t-shirt and all of that. And then those that are up and coming on the way, maybe everybody wants to put a chain and all of that. But those guys will say that when you are styling, the less decisions you, or the less the less options you have to make decisions, you are faster and all of that. They try to be simple. What's your take on simplicity when it comes to styling? Do I have to be out there? Do I have to be, grandiloquent in my way, in the way I style? Does it have to be big, or, I mean, can't I just be simple? Being simple, does it undermine me? Let me put it that way.
Okay, so I feel like simplicity is like the keynote to elegance. And for some people, it's not in the so many colors, so many outfits, so many blings in that you're wearing that does the work. It's in the way you carry yourself, even in the most simplest outfit that you wear. So
the way you carry, so it's not about the you're saying it's not about the outfit, it's about how you carry yourself.
Yes, that's what I said. Style for me is personality. Right, because it's in the most simplest, the way you carry yourself, the way you want people to perceive you, not with the whole blings and everything. But you see, styling tells a story. It's storytelling for some persons. We see musicians dress a certain way. So they're styled in a certain way because that's their field, and they want to be told.
That's what they want to depict.
Yeah, so you see artists dressed a certain way, you see bankers dressed a certain way, you see people in the corporate world dressed a certain way. So all of these are categorized under different fields. So the way you are dressed, you're telling a story about a particular field that you are in.
So if a celebrity gets to you and they want to be styled, say for an event and all that, what's the process like? Do you ask what they have in mind, or do you look at the person and look at the event and start giving them ideas? What's your process like?
Yeah, so for styling, the very primary thing you do first is consultation, which is having to know the client, having to know the person, their style, their preference, what they like, what they don't like, what their body type, literally. So it starts from there. Then you get to know what will work for them, what the theme of the events, how it resonates with them as how it resonate with them as a celebrity, and how you want them to be perceived during the course of the events. Do you understand? So all of those things are considered during the consultation, and then you move on to providing a proper mood board for them.
A what?
A mood board.
A mood board. What does that mean?
A mood board is an article that contains all the details of the looks they've put together for the client or the person you're styling. That it contains everything that the person does, that you just, or the overall aesthetics of the look, how you see the image and how you want the image to finally come out. So you have all of this put in a mood board, and the person just sees it. Oh yeah, I can actually relate with this. I can do this and do that. Do you understand? So
the mood board can be digital as well as
it can be digital,
physical,
yes.
and all of that.
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
Okay, okay.
So that's it. So literally, so that's pretty much it. The mood board, and you go on to sourcing the outfits. If you need to get it tailored, you get it tailored. Get everything needed, fittings, alterations, repairs.
And all of that.
So and then you're good to go.
How long would this take optimally? Optimally, say if you had all the time, and then optimally, how long will it take you?
It actually depends on what we are styling you for.
Okay.
For instance, for bridal styling, which is a lot of work.
It is.
It takes a couple of months.
Months.
And most of the time, 6 to 12 months.
Ah.
Yes. To get it done. Yes, because of it's a lot of work. Bridal styling is a lot of work. It goes from aside from consultation, you go all the way to sourcing fabrics. You know, getting the right designer that comes with your aesthetics or what you're looking at.
Do people when it comes to bridals, I thought that more people more or less maybe rent gowns. I'm just asking, does that happen more, or do people go for their own, original gown, as it were?
That used to be before.
Okay, so people
but now people actually make
more people
their
would
dresses.
rather make their own dresses. Yeah.
Yes, because most people want to really stand out on their wedding day.
Or their wedding day, they don't want
once in a lifetime.
Once in a lifetime, yeah.
So they want to really stand out. They want to
even though you can't use that dress again.
Yeah, even though you can't use it again, but they want to really stand out. So they would rather do theirs and go all out.
What if a case where that dress is made and then I want to after the dress, is it possible that you can dismantle it and maybe sell off some parts or something? Has that ever happened, or does that ever happen? I'm just thinking because
so it actually depends on the look. There are some looks that are actually very transformable. Like some brides reach out to me and be like, "Oh Benny, I want a dress that I can use not for just for my wedding. I can wear to the reception and I can still do an after party with." So in that
it's in different parts and all of that.
Parts, but it's detachable. Do you understand? So we can actually do that.
So. All right, so that's for a bridal. So if it's for an event, so like you do for AMVCA, how long would that take optimally?
For AMVCA, for me to style a proper AMVCA muse, it actually takes maybe 3 months. 3 months, yeah.
3 months.
So for me, I already know the clients I will style for AMVCA from the beginning of the year.
Okay.
Right. So AMVCA is like next month. So I already know from January the clients I'm gonna style. I don't take last minute clients.
You don't take last minute?
No, I don't take last
minute. No
minute.
matter how much they bring?
I don't take like it doesn't work for us as stylists, because the overall work is not, it becomes a flop at the end of the day, right?
What is an emergency? I didn't intend for it to happen. Maybe something happened to the former dress or another, and I have 1 week, and I say,
1 week is fair. If you have the money, no problem.
I have this amount.
We can actually make it. If 1 week is cool, we can actually do something in 1 week. But I'm just saying that most of the time, it's not advisable to do last minute jobs because of the implications of what it would do for you as a brand.
Because at the end, even if you get so much money, if it doesn't come out well, it affects your
brand,
right?
Nobody talks to the client, nobody talks to the designer, it's the stylist. Oh, the stylist made a bad dress, why would the stylist put them in this? The stylist does not know anything, does not know their job, this and that. But nobody knows that this particular person came like last minute, and all. You can't explain that to people. So that's it.
Okay, also that's for an AMVCA. So for a normal, is there any event, or so if it's a maybe Owambe or something, something not AMVCA level, something a bit smaller, what's the shortest time you would ever take, optimally to style someone?
3 weeks, 1 month.
3 weeks to 1 month.
Yeah. For Owambe, that's already like a themed event. They have a Ashwebi.
Exactly. So if I'm not part of, say if I don't want to wear the Ashwebi, I just want to wear something along the theme of that particular event.
Yeah. So 3 weeks. 3 weeks to 1 month. Yeah.
And okay, so now for somebody who wants to be a stylist, what kind of an eye would you have? What do you look out for to become a stylist? How did you become a stylist? How did this journey start for you?
Okay, so for me, styling had been a thing from my childhood. I grew up with like 5 sisters, and having to see them dress every day and trying to put their looks together, and they're just helping themselves, wear this, wear that. It was a thing for me, and after schooling and everything, I had some friends in school then who would always ask me for advice and told me, Benny, I want to dress like this, I'm going to this event. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is actually a thing. I can actually monetize it. So instead of doing free things for people, I can make money from it. And I was like, oh yeah, cool. So I went on, did some master classes, got some more knowledge about it, did some internship, and so that's where we started.
So what really made the difference? The passion to do it from your sisters, or the knowledge you had from those classes that you went to?
There has to be passion for it. You have to have passion to want to tell a certain story, or how you've perceived people, or how you want people to be seen. For me, it was a passion. I wanted people to be dressed. I don't like when people are not dressed a certain way. When I see you, the first thing I'm looking at about you is, I feel like this could have been better. I feel like you could have just paired this with this. So I could literally just come to you and tell you, oh, please, just adjust this a bit. I think it's better this way. So that's my personality. So, and I can't do that without having a name attached to it. So I just had to go into styling fully. And yeah, so that's what we are now.
We've seen that in recent times, the industry has really quite moved in Nigeria here, and then most of you are even doing things that are global and all of that. Where do you see the styling industry, or the fashion industry as it were, say in the next 5-10 years, maybe even as far as 15-20? Because like I said, I mean, if you look 10-20 years back, it was not where it used to be now. Stylists were not as prominent as they were now when it comes to an event. But like you said, you see someone dress and then they're talking about the stylist and all of that. There's been that sort of leap in some ways. Where do you think we're headed to? How far do you think we can go, as compared to what we see outside? Well, yes, we know we have a Lagos Fashion Week, but not yet at the level of the Paris, the Milans and all of that yet. But where do you see us going in the next, say, 10, 15, 20 years?
The fashion industry has grown really well. It's more than what we're even seeing now. We have some Nigerian designers who are known globally, and they exhibit their wares even globally in global stages at the Paris Fashion Week, Milan, and all of those. I could mention a few: Lisa Folaiwo, Boyodo. We have Keneta. Just a few number of people. So it's a really broad market. They are really doing fantastic, even the likes of Vicky James, right? So you see, in the next 5 to 10 years, I'm sure we will just be everywhere. I don't know, but it's going to be, because where we are now, we are literally everywhere, to be honest. You see someone in the US she's wearing a Nigerian piece, and and they're bold about it. They're comfortable speaking about the brand and all of those. So it's really a thing, and we know that in the next 10 to 15, 10, 20 years, it would be so much more.
Wonderful, wonderful. So more grease to your elbows. You guys are doing a great job for Nigeria. I mean, there's more prominence now when it comes to African fabric and all of that, and we see people embrace it even more. And of course, that's because of the good work you guys are doing.
Thank
so
you
well
so
done.
Much.
More grease to your elbows.
Thank you so much.
Hope you don't mind. We have